never said forever, we just held the night real close. Let the stars explain the things we feared the most. Your hand was warm and trembling, mine was trying to be brave. Two hearts beneath the heavens, learning what to say. We walked along the back road where the fireflies would glow, talking about the places we were scared to go. The world felt wide and fragile, like a song that might not last. And every step we took was walking through the past. Words can fall like leaves and scatter in the breeze, but silence builds a memory that never really leaves. Silent promises drifting through the dark, carved into the quiet corners of the heart. No paper, pen, or ribbon, nothing signed or sealed, but somehow they're the truest vows we ever learned to feel. Silent promises echoing inside, growing softer, but they never truly hide. Years have gone like rivers, finding oceans far away, carrying every sunrise we forgot to stay. I hear your voice in music from another time and place, and for a breath or two I clearly see your face. Some truths are never spoken, they're simply understood. Fragile as a feather, and stronger than the wood. Silent promises carried by the wind, lingering in chapters we never could rescind. They light the road at midnight, then disappear by dawn. But even when they vanish, the feeling still goes on. Love is not the words we bravely say, it's the moment that we listen and choose to stay. It's the whisper in the darkness when we feel alone, a gentle kind of faith that follows us back home. We never said forever, but part of me still knew. Silent promises woven through the years, holding every laughter, every hidden tear. No ring, no grand confession, only hearts that understood. Sometimes the quiet things are what make a life feel good. Silent promises glowing like a spark, fading with the daylight, stronger in the dark. The fire turns to embers, the night begins to bend. Some promises are silent and never really end. There's a quiet little meadow at the edge of town, where the fences lean like they're slowing down. The river tells a story as it curls and bends, about every soul that passed and never came again.
I walk the same old path where we used to roam. Dust beneath my boots feels a lot like home. Sky is painted silver with the coming night, and every breeze that blows pulls your name to light.
Some roads never end, they only fade, hidden in the choices that we made. Out where the wind remembers, it whispers like a friend, carrying every promise we thought would never end. It holds our quiet laughter, our tears and little dreams. Out where the wind remembers, nothing's ever lost, it only leaves. Know the footsteps of 1,000 years, seeds of hope and seasons filled with fears.
We carved our initials on an old oak tree, believing time was something we could keep.
But life keeps moving soft and strange, teaching hearts how to rearrange. Out where the wind remembers, it hums a gentle tune, drifting through the twilight, dancing with the moon. It gathers all the moments we were too young to see. Out where the wind remembers, they're still right here with me. Maybe every goodbye finds a place to stay, hidden in the shadows of another day.
And every broken prayer floating through the air becomes a part of something always waiting there.
Close my eyes and feel it, the night is singing low. Out where the wind remembers, the past and future meet, like footprints in the starlight on an endless open street. So if you ever wonder where our love might be, out where the wind remembers, it's watching over you and me. The meadow falls to silence, but the wind still carries on, holding every story long after we are gone. The trail is faint and winding through the fields of broken gold. Footprints fade like secrets that the season never told. The wind carries stories from a time we can't recall, names without the faces, shadows on the wall. There's a town with shuttered windows and a church with empty pews. Someone carved a promise that the years refuse to use. The bells don't ring on Sunday, but the silence has a tone, like every dream that wandered off and never found a home. We chase the sound of yesterday through valleys wide and wide, but echoes only answer what we left behind. Echoes in the dust, they whisper when we're walking, they follow when we run, they rise with every sunrise and fade with every sun. You try to hold them steady, but they crumble if you must. They're only echoes, echoes in the dust. A locket on the mantle holds a smile that's out of time, a letter tucked in pages with a half-forgotten rhyme. Someone loved somebody and they swore they'd never part. Now only faded ink remembers what was in their heart. The past is like a canyon carved by years of rain, beautiful and distant, full of joy and pain. Echoes in the dust, calling like a lullaby we somehow learned to trust. They lead us down the highways of memory and rust. They shimmer for a moment, then vanish if we touch, because they're echoes, echoes in the dust. Maybe we are echoes too, drifting through the years, made of fleeting laughter and a handful of tears. Maybe all we're given is the chance to love and try to leave a softer echo when we say goodbye. The night grows still, the fire sinks low. Echoes in the dust, carried by the gentle wind, faithful but unjust. They tell us who we've been, not always who we trust. Yet we keep on listening, because somehow we must. For all our lives are written echoes in the dust. Morning paints the horizon, turning silence into gold. Still the echoes linger in stories yet untold. The gravel road still leads past the broken wooden gate, where mornings smell like biscuits and the screen door never stayed. Grandpa's chair is empty, but it creaks like he's still there, watching over everything with quiet country care. The fields once filled with laughter now are whispering with corn. The barn that held our secrets stands tired and weather-worn. We used to chase the lightning bugs until the night grew bold, believing every summer, man, we never grow old. But time can be a stranger you don't see passing by, until you catch your reflection in a window and wonder why they're only shadows of the old days flickering on the wall. Memories like lanterns that rise and softly fall. They can be touched or carried, they don't belong to now, but they live inside the heart somehow. Yeah, they're shadows, shadows of the old days. I wall on the fence line where we carved our clumsy names. Half the letters faded, but the meaning stays the same. The creek still sings a melody beneath the leaning trees. And somewhere in the distance I can hear us in the breeze. The past becomes a story we tell ourselves at night, a comfort and a warning wrapped inside the light. Just shadows of the old days dancing in the dusk, tasting like the sweetness of forgotten trust. They haunt us when we're weary, they hold us when we're brave, guiding like the paths we never paved. Maybe every echo has a truth we left behind, a gentle little lesson carved into the mind. And even when we wander farther than we planned, those shadows keep reminding us exactly who we are. I close my eyes and I'm a child again. Shadows of the old days fading with the dawn, still they draw a map for me of where I first belonged. I carry them in silence like a promise I can't say. Let the shadows of the old days light my way. The gate swings slowly backward, the morning feels brand new. Yet all the quiet yesterday keeps shining through. The evening settles softly, the fields of quiet gold, whispers from the yesterday we never really told. Footprints on the dusty road are fading with the day, but every step we took still seems to find its way.
The world kept turning faster than our dreams could ever start. But in the hush of twilight, I still hear your gentle heart.
In the fading light, your gentle heart was shining like a lantern through the dark, steady and true. Even when we lost the trail we thought we'd follow, you were the song that carried me through. When the night grows cold and memories fall apart, I still find my way by your gentle heart.
We carved our little promises in shadows of the pines. Time erased the letters, but it couldn't cross the lines.
We laughed at all the storms that tried to chase us down. Two quiet souls who never needed crowns.
Some pages turned and left us standing far from where we are,
but I still see your kindness like a distant star. In the fading light, your gentle heart was shining like a lantern through the dark, steady and true. Even when the echoes felt too heavy, your quiet hope was pulling me through. If tomorrow breaks and tears the world apart, I'll keep the glow of your gentle heart. Maybe love is made of little things we can't explain.
shared silence, worn out boots, a walk after the rain.
And though the road keeps drifting farther than we planned,
I hear your voice, and I can finally understand.
no fire can burn forever,
No night can last too long,
but somewhere in the embers lives the rest of our song. In the fading light, your gentle heart keeps shining, a compass when the stars refuse to show. Every prayer I never spoke out loud is there within its glow. When the winds of time pull everything apart, I'm holding on to your gentle heart. The day slips quietly over the hills and disappears, but love still lives in all the passing years. The evening settles softens, crickets sing where rivers flow. We circle around the burning globe, letting go of what we know. No stage, no plans, no need to prove, just hearts that finally learn to move. And every flicker, every spark feels like courage in the dark. We've carried miles inside our chests, chasing answers, chasing rest. But here the questions melt away like snow at break of day. Cause the firelight keeps our secrets, holds them gently, never speaks it. All the stories we can't say, find a softer place to stay. We don't need to name our weakness, not tonight. flame will keep it while the world keeps turning fast. Let this moment simply last. We'll laugh at things that once felt huge, old mistakes we can't undo. Someone wipes a quiet tear, no one asks what brought it here. The night is wide, the stars are kind, and they don't judge the tangled mind. And somehow in this simple life, wrong and right stop needing fights. All the scars we try to hide glow like embers side by side, not as failures, not as shame, just chapters with our names. 'Cause the firelight that keeps our secrets holds them gently, never speaks it. Every truth we fear to show finds a safer way to glow. We don't need to plead or preach it, we just breathe and let it reach us. While the world demands the best, here we're free to just be less. When morning comes to take the night, we'll leave with pockets full of light. No grand goodbye, no final prayer, just knowing we were honest there. Yes, the firelight keeps our secrets, guarding dreams before we keep them. If tomorrow pulls us wide, we'll still feel this warm inside. Every doubt and every weakness turn to softness, turn to sweetness. In this circle near the heat, firelight keeps our secrets. The ashes fade, the silence stays, and somehow we feel